Every single day, I have conversations with people that are interested in changing their financial situation. The biggest differentiator between the people that stay stuck and the people that actually are decisive and move forward in building the financial future that they want is really four core things. And realistically, if you pay attention to and implement these four things in the next few months, you can drastically change your position before the year starts. The foundational principle is being clear about what kind of life you want. And not just knowing what that is, but really standing 10 toes deep and having conviction and being committed to that is even more important. Because the reality is, as you start to tell people, this is my financial goal, here's what I want to do, people are going to try to sway you away from that because not everybody has the same capacity to dream as big as you can. If you are serious about making financial progress before the end of the year, whatever goals you have, whatever priorities you have, whittle them down to just one. What is one financial goal that if you get this done, it's going to have a domino effect and positively impact everything else in your life? Just one. Because a few weeks of intense focus will do a lot more for you than a few weeks of trying to do a million things. Not only will you be more likely to accomplish your goal if you have one top priority, but the bigger thing is if you're able to accomplish that one thing, it also gives you the additional confidence and dopamine and ability to high five yourself and say, hey, I did this thing, I accomplished my goal, so let me walk into 2026 knowing that I'm already a winner and start up the year on a good note. In addition to you having your priority and knowing where you want to go, you have got to be delusional. I'm gonna say that again. You have to channel your inner Delulu self, okay? The world is always going to push you to be humble and be quiet and be meek and to stay in your lane. And guess what? People that are meek and stay in the lane do not accomplish big things. You may not like 45 and you may not like Elon, but the fact of the matter is because they are Delulu and they do whatever they think they can do, guess what? They're gonna do big things. So if you are serious about accomplishing big things before the end of the year, you have to channel your inner privileged white man and stop thinking that there are these limitations and there are these restrictions on what you can do and decide what you want to do and go for it. The great news is if you hit your mark, amazing, you did the thing. If you do not hit the mark, also amazing, you probably are a lot further than what you would have done if you set a super tiny goal. And by the way, I am curious what you are trying to accomplish financially before the end of the year. Go ahead and share your thoughts in the comments. Now that we're confident and we're Delulu, the next thing we need to do is to actually track what's going on. I don't know if there's any scientific evidence for this, but I know that for myself, when I'm actually tracking things and looking at things every day and seeing where I'm at compared to where I want to go, I am more likely to achieve that goal, as opposed to if I'm just thinking about things and it's not written, it's not tracked, I'm not looking at it consistently. Yes, I might hit that goal, but it's a lot less likely. But the times where I have been really great at like doing some crazy things is when I am meticulous about actually following a plan and actually tracking where I'm going. That tracking ties to an important piece as well, which is to be honest with yourself. In my daily conversations with people that are saying, I want to retire early, I want to start a business, I want to buy a rental property, the people that I speak to that don't end up moving forward towards their goals are people that are not willing to be honest with themselves. Being honest means that you are being reflective, you are looking at yourself, you're looking at your actions, and really asking yourself, are the things that I'm doing actually lining up with the things that I'm saying I want to accomplish? So somebody comes to me and says, hey, I want to retire by the time I'm 50, right? And they're 40 and they do not have any savings, do not have a 401k, do not have a brokerage, do not have any kind of income that they are generating outside of 9 to 5, but every single month they're going on a trip. Then I'm gonna ask them, what's your bigger priority? Going on these trips or you retiring in 10 years? Because that is the question at hand. And that is a question that you need to be able to reflect on yourself that, hey, here's the life that I wanna live. Here are the decisions that I'm making right now. Do these decisions help me get to this life that I want? If the answer is no, am I going to eliminate those? And if I'm not going to eliminate those, am I okay with not getting to the life that I want? That is the brutal honesty that you need to have with yourself in order for you to make big changes before the end of the year. It's important for you to take the time and reflect and reconcile those discrepancies, right? If you are doing things right now that are not moving you in line financially to make that happen, then you got to ask yourself, like, is this a goal that I really want, or am I just playing games with myself?